Yes, people, welcome to LRFC. Please, before we start, hit that subscription button, notification button, like button, and all that good stuff. If you're on other social medias such as YouTube, sorry, such as Facebook, Twitch, and X, please come to our YouTube channel, subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000, as you can see on the screen. So today we're going to be previewing the Liverpool game versus Sparta Prague in Prague. I want to do the starting lineup, but we're going to talk about obviously the press conference first. I think Jurgen Klopp and some other players are going to be speaking on it, so we're going to be going to that. So we start with that one first, and then we will, talk about the other stuff, and we'll talk about the tactics as well, what we should go with, what team we should go with as well. So please, like I say, subscribe, hit that like button as well for me, and it'll be gratefully appreciated. So let's do this, people. So we're gonna start with obviously the press conference, so we could talk about what's happening. We're gonna get injury updates as well, who's gonna be playing and who's not gonna be playing, who's injured and who's not injured, and all that stuff. So let's listen to Jurgen and the players. Please get busy in the comments as well, because I'm back now. You know what I mean? It's gonna be interesting on this Friday as well. We're gonna be doing obviously the preview show back at 10 o'clock. Hopefully we're gonna get a lot of Man City fans on it as well, so we could discuss both teams and battle at the top, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let's go.
Alexis McAllister. We also have Romano who's going to do translations. If you could direct questions to Alexis first, and we'll do that, and then we'll move on to the manager. Also, if we could wait for the translation of the question and the answer before moving on to the next question.
Dobrý večer, vidíte, že tu máme za hráče McAllistera a trenéra Jurgena Kloppa. Prosím, jako první se ptejte hráče a vždycky počkejte, až bude přiložena otázka i odpověď. Díky.
Lewis?
Hi Alexis, you said the other week how you always kiss your World Cup medal and you've got a bit of a museum in your house. Are you starting to do the same with the Carabao Cup after the success the other week?
Yeah, I've got it there. The idea, of course, is to put it somewhere safe. But yeah, of course, it was a very special moment for me. My first trophy with Liverpool. So yeah, I've got it at home, and I try to enjoy it every single day.
My bad. We've got to be, understanding, like with McAllister when he first signed. Not a lot of people was bragging about him. We was talking about Szoboszlai being the next De Bruyne and things like that. I was even getting excited about that. But I've always, said McAllister is the most important signing for the team, because the guy can play as a DM and he could play as a creative player as well. So if you could bring those two styles together, and his passing ability and his composure into the team, difficult games away like Nottingham Forest, it shows his calmness seeing us win that game, if you know what I mean. If you can understand what I'm saying about that, you can see the importance of McAllister for this team, if you know what I mean, people. Yeah, man, I think he's the sign of the season. I hope many more games I guess Nottingham Forest comes after that, because as the seasons go along, I think McAllister has become one of the most important players in our team as well, especially in that midfield, that number 8 role, and defending for the team as well as attacking, defensively as well as offensively as well. So yeah, McAllister, man, very important. Let's get back.
Otázka zněla, slyšeli jsme, že máte už doma takové muzeum trofejí, po tom Carabao Cupu vám přibyla další. Ano, je to tak, je u mě v bezpečí, byla to úžasná chvíle, moje první trofej s Liverpoolem, takže si to vždycky užívám.
Hi Alexis, my name is Christoph, Hungarian TV. I would like to ask you about Soboslai. I know he had a couple of injuries in the past few months, but how do you see his performance in Liverpool so far? What does he bring to this team?
Yeah, he's an amazing player, a nice lad as well. And he's doing very well. As you say, he had an injury, but we cannot forget what he brings to the team. He's definitely as important as every player in this team, and yeah, and a special guy.
Otázka zněla, váš spoluhráč
Yeah, obviously they're asking about Soboslai. Listen, Soboslai is an important player. He's technically sound. Obviously, he's playing in a position that he doesn't really normally play. He's not a really like a Henderson type of player. He's got more to his game than Henderson. He's more of a number 10. You know, like if you're playing that Henderson role, you got to be, you know, fully fit. You got to run up and down the pitch, and you got to defend at the same time as well, which takes away your own, you know, qualities, which is creating chances, which is shooting from outside the box, you know, and making yourself, you know, look like an important player in the team. But as I said numerous times, McAllister can play on that right with his composure and calmness, and with his skill, we don't have to, you know, overextend players, if you know what I mean, and all that stuff. Because, you know, with McAllister, he can play with anyone. He doesn't really care about, you know, who he's playing with. He won't be, you know, in awe of Trent and Salah, as Soboslai is when he plays on that right. So if we move Soboslai onto the left, and he could like have a relationship with the likes of, you know, Robertson and Diaz on that left, I think we could get a lot out of Soboslai. You know what I mean? Like, he could be creative on that side. He could score goals from that side. He could take long range from that side. He could take, you know, set pieces from that side. Whatever it is, he could build a relationship like Ronaldo did with Mane and Robertson in the past. They could do that own partnership because they need that type of player on that side. Don't get me wrong, McAllister's doing all right over there, but McAllister, when he plays on the right, he's more of an important player in my opinion, because, you know, he gets his own qualities there. He's defensively sound, and, you know, he can like integrate with the likes of Salah and Trent as well on that side, or Bradley, whoever's on that side basically. Let's get back.
Sobolaj byl zraněný, ale já se chci přesto zeptat, jak hodnotíte jeho výkon a co přináší týmu. Je to úžasný hráč, úžasný kluk, jak říkáte, daří se mu docela dobře, byl sice zraněný, ale v týmu je užitečný a je důležitý jako všichni členové týmu.
Hi Alexis, can I ask you about your relationship with Darwin, both on and off the pitch? Obviously you created the goal for him on Saturday, but there's two South Americans, you know, living a different culture. Can you ask you about your relationship with him?
Yeah, my relationship with Darwin is very good, of course. I think since the first time we met, you could see the connection between us off the pitch. Then on the pitch, of course, we try to be connected. When I play as an aide, of course, is that connection has to be important, and yeah, he's an amazing guy. He's doing very well, and he works very hard, and that's why I'm very happy for him. Sometimes I hear people saying that I help him a lot, but that's not true. His level is because he trains very well. He works very hard, and that's why he's scoring goals, and that's why he's important for this team.
You see the way he talks about people? Like, he's a very respectful guy, McAllister, but from what I've heard, he does help Darwin Núñez out on and off the pitch. So as you can see, even when they're playing together, they have this kind of chemistry. You know what I mean? If you look at Darwin Núñez's goals, majority of them I think came from McAllister as well. So it shows they have this kind of understanding on the pitch. Like once Núñez sees McAllister on the ball, he makes that run, and then McAllister puts it over the top. Certain players can do things like that, and I've been asking for players to do that for years and years. You know, eye over needle kind of pass, and McAllister is that type of person. Soboslai can do it as well, don't get me wrong. And, you know, Trent can do it. There's a few players. Salah does it on a consistent basis. But, you know, it's that quality finesse as a number 10, you know what I mean? This is what McAllister brings us as well, people. yeah, I'm very impressed. But Darwin Núñez, people, he's coming good now, isn't he? He's coming good. He's scoring goals. He's understanding of the game and all that stuff. But let me get to the comments before I continue. Please, like I always say, get busy in the comments. I appreciate that gratefully. Joe Powell, big up Joe, says, looking forward to this game. I hope all is going great. Yeah, everything's good, man. Thank you. Andrew Stevens says, get the kids playing tonight. I think they might do that, bro. They might do that. Big up Andrew, by the way. James says, hit the likes and subscribe. How are you, fellows? Says James. I'm good. I'm really good. I'm looking forward to the weekend because I'm off and I want to do some streams with you guys and everything. I mean, so please tune in on Wednesday. So on Friday. Big up John Conway, always, bro, always. Big up Fozzie, how are you? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm looking forward to the game tonight. Really, really looking forward to it. Hollywood Rock. This guy keeps changing his name. Okay. If we play the big names, players get the tie one early. 3-4-0 by half time and rest them. Yeah, listen, we have to play them because they need some, game time on those legs. If they don't have game time on those legs and they play on Sunday, it's not gonna look right. If you know what I mean, they need game time. They've been off the pitch for far too long, in my opinion. Soposlais and Salas and Endos and all that. They need game time, mate. They need to get legs going. So when it comes on Sunday, they're ready for the game, and we could take on Man City the way Liverpool can. Yeah, I agree.
Otázka. Chtěl bych se zeptat na váš vztah s Darwinem Núñezem. Vy si rozumíte, i mimo hřiště v sobotu jsme zaznamenali, že jste spolu byli na golfu, jste dva Jihoameričané v jiné kultuře, tak jaký je ten vztah? Je to velmi kladný vztah. Od našeho prvního setkání jsme si sedli a mimo hřiště a snažíme se to přenést i na hřiště, kde je důležité si dobře vyhovět. Je to skvělý kluk, tvrdě dře. Hodně lidí říká, že je tak dobrý jen proto, že mu pomáhám já, ale je to celá jeho zásluha. On tvrdě trénuje, proto je tak dobrý a důležitý pro tým.
Alexis, what's the secret to remaining so calm at that big moment on Saturday and 99th minute?
That's your fault.
How did you stay so calm in that moment?
I don't know. I just play football, and that's what I like. And
if it would be that easy, I would have done it.
I don't know. I mean, I play football for a long time, even though I'm still young. I think that the experience helps definitely, and for me it's important to think on the pitch. You have to see where your teammates are, and once you have the ball, you have to try and make the best decision you can, and that's what I try. I don't know if I look calm or not, but I can tell you that in my brain is at 200%.
Jaké je tajemství toho, že dokážete zůstat vždycky v klidu? Trenér udělal vsuvku, kdyby to bylo tak...
That kind of skills, like, the technical ability, as I always call it, it's difficult to have, like not many players. If it was that easy, we'd be creating goals every game that we play, right or not? That's how it is. But, there's only certain players that can't, have that brain of, even in the last minute thinking where to put the ball. And, McAllister is one of them. And that's why I say I'm grateful that we bought him, man, because I said in the beginning of the season, he's the most important signing for me. All the stuff he brings with his experience and, of winning the World Cup and, finesse and quality on top of that as well. And you can see Brighton, they don't really miss Caicedo. The person they miss the most is this guy, man, because the midfield hasn't been the same since this guy's left, to be fair. And you can see Caicedo the way he's playing for Chelsea. It's not really all that.
Tak jednoduché, tak to dělám stejně jako on. Odpověď, já prostě jenom hraju fotbal, to mě baví, jsem sice ještě mladý, ale mám už dost zkušeností, na hřišti se snažím hlavně myslet, všímat si, kde jsou mý spoluhráči a jakmile mám míč, tak se dobře rozhodovat. Možná působím klidně, ale v duchu, v hlavě jedu na 200%.
Good evening. What do you expect from tomorrow's match from Sparta?
Yeah, we expect a very tough game. We know that they are unbeaten at home, top of the league. And that tells you that they are a very good team. Of course, we saw some videos and we know what they do. But we need to focus in ourselves. I think if we focus in ourselves, we have the chance to win this game, and that's what we want. But they are definitely a very good team, and it will be a great battle.
Yeah, Sparta Prague is no pushover, guys. Like they have their own qualities. They're top of the league over there in obviously the Czech Republic. They beat a team that actually beat Man United to get here. So they beat Galatasaray and they beat them convincingly as well. So they're no pushover. It's going to be difficult, but I'm confident that we're going to obviously come through this tie. We might not win the first game, but the second game I could see us in Anfield, getting goals and getting through.
Co čekáte zítra od zápasu proti Spartě? Bude to určitě obtížný zápas, my víme, že jsou na čele tabulky, doma jsou neporažení, viděli jsme videa, takže víme, co nás čeká, nicméně soustředíme se hlavně na sebe, protože jen tak máme šanci vyhrát a právě o to nám jde. Ale vím, že proti nám bude stát velice dobrý tým a čeká nás opravdu bitva.
Last one for Alexis there.
Hi Alexis, can you explain what the last couple of years have been like for yourself, and is winning trophies an addictive feeling?
Yeah, the last couple of years have been crazy for me, and tough at the same time. I went through difficult times, and even at that time I really believed in myself, and that was very important to have my family around as well. And then, yes, of course, I won a World Cup, so that's not easy, and that's, of course, something that I feel very proud of. And now living my life in a club like Liverpool, it's amazing. So every player and every person has to go through good and bad moments. Now I'm at the time that I'm really enjoying my life. So yeah, very, very happy with my career so far, and I'm enjoying it.
Můžete nám popsat těch posledních pár let, které jste zažil, a je získávání trofejí tak trochu závislost? Ano, byla to šílená, obtížná léta, zažil jsem i horší časy, ale stále jsem sám sobě věřil. Mám štěstí, že jsem kolem sebe měl svoji rodinu. Vyhrál jsem mistrovství světa, to není nic jednoduchého a jsem na to hodně pyšný. Teď jsem v Liverpoolu, což je úžasný život. Všichni hráči, všichni fotbalisté a všichni lidé zažívají dobré i špatné chvíle. Já si teď svůj život rozhodně užívám.
Thank you, Alexis.
Thank you.
Move on to questions to the Liverpool manager. There's one here, sorry.
Team Hungary. I think as well he's a good player.
That's not my question.
But my question is about Soboslai, of course. I would like to ask you, what is your plan with him right now? Because he finally came back from his injury, but will he be a starter against Praha? You have to be careful with him ahead of the City match.
I don't. You might be surprised, but we don't talk about lineups in his press conferences. So it's good that he's back. He is like, so you know him probably very well. He loves playing football. Being injured is for him tough, tough, tough. It was not an injury where he was painful every day or whatever. He was just not allowed to train properly, how it is with muscle injuries. So that's the reason why we had to be careful in his rehab, because if we would have asked Dom, he could have trained like completely with the team since 2 or 3 weeks, but all the medical advisors told us, no, we have to wait, and that's what we did. Now he's back, played a few minutes, and is in the squad. All the rest, we will see.
Otázka na Sobolaje, jaký s ním teď máte plán? On se konečně vrací po zranění, bude už v základu nebo ho pošetříte?
He's starting to do the same.
Yeah, now at
With him right now, because he finally came back from his injury, but
Very well. He loves playing football. Being injured is for him tough, tough, tough. If we would have asked Dom, he could have trained like completely with the team since 2 or 3 weeks, but all the medical advisors told us, no, we have to wait, and that's what we did. Now he's back, played a few minutes, and is in the squad. All the rest, we will see.
Otázka na Sobolaje, jaký s ním teď máte plán? On se konečně vrací po zranění, bude už v základu nebo ho pošetříte na Manchester City? My na předzápasové tiskovce o sestavě nemluvíme, ale já jsem rozhodně rád, že Soboslaj je zpátky. Ve fotbale je vždycky těžké být zraněný. On měl bolestivé zranění.
Don't you guys find it strange, like the top players at Liverpool Football Club, the top players have just come back and apologies about the no sound, apologies, I don't know what happened, apologies, oh damn, apologies, but yeah, so don't you guys find it strange, the top players have come back from injury and they're starting to look good, if you know what I mean? Did they save them for this time, or I don't know, it's weird. It's very strange. It's very strange. But apologies for no sound, man. I don't know why there's no sound. But as I said, I don't know if you guys heard me about Mo Salah. What I said was, if you look at Mo Salah, at his age, we got to be careful. We can't rush him back. We can't really do things, like we used to do in the past with players like Mo Salah. He had a hamstring injury. Hamstring injuries is a long layoff normally because it affects your game. It affects your running ability as well. So this is what we need to look at when we look at Mo Salah. And now that they took care of him, obviously he overplayed that Brentford game. That's why they had to take care of him after that. Because Jota got injured and then he came on and he played the first half and all the way to the the 90th minute. So that's why he hasn't played obviously in the last couple of games. They had to take it easy on him because he's 31 people. If he hits 32, you know what I mean, and gets injuries on a regular basis, then that's the end of his career. So we don't want Mo Salah to be overplayed and end his career early at Liverpool Football Club. We love the guy, you know what I mean, and everybody knows about Mo Salah. But do me a favor, people. Like, I don't ask for much. Hit that subscription button, notification button, like button, all that. It's free. It's free. That's all I ask for, please.
Nemohl trénovat, proto jsme na něj byli hodně opatrní.
Už
by býval mohl být 2-3 týdny s týmem, ale rada lékařů zněla ještě počkat, takže teď už je v týmu, odehrál pár minut, ale uvidíme, jak to s ním půjde dál.
Good evening, Mr. Klopp. My name is Jan. I'm from Czech News Agency. It's a pleasure to ask you a question.
Let's see if it's a pleasure to answer.
First of all, I would like to ask you about Sparta. If you could tell us something about them from the videos you have seen, and what do you expect from them? And secondly, I believe you have a relationship with a little bit with former Czech Liverpool players like Vladimír Šmicer and Patrik Berger. You know them a little bit, so if you could tell us something about them as well. Thank you very much.
Let me say, you know more about Sparta and you know more about Patrick and Vladimir, but that's, anyway, I understand the question. So, we watched obviously Sparta now, and it was an interesting.
If you guys don't know about Patrick Berger and Vladimir Šmicer, they're Czech players that's favourable with a lot of Liverpool fans. Obviously, Patrick Berger came to Liverpool before Vladimir Šmicer. Patrick Berger was a player that was bought by Roy Evans, I believe, after the Euro 96 from Borussia Dortmund. So he was a fan favourite, people. Left-footed, powerful left foot, scores from every angle. Injuries basically ruined his career at Liverpool Football Club. But if he stayed fit, he could have had a legendary status at Liverpool. Vladimir Šmicer came after him. I think it was a Gerard Houllier signing. He was part of that team, obviously, that won the 2005 Champions League. And you could, if you watch the game, you know he was one of the goal scorers. So this is why they're talking about these players. They have a great affiliation with Liverpool Football Club, and we are, the fans that actually love them back as well. Yeah, great players, man. Great players. They both had their impact at Liverpool Football Club. Let's just put it that way. But let's get back to the press conference. Like I said, though, please hit that subscription button, notification button. And get busy on the comments, man. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to talk to you guys. I'm not finished yet.
And an intense week for them as well. It was 2 games against Slavia. It's obviously a pretty special week. One game, the cup game, they won. The other game, they kept the distance in the table. So with a draw, that's obviously very helpful. Since the manager's in, obviously things turned around, which you can see in becoming champion after such a long time. You can see that in the confidence that the team is playing with, clear idea, very intense. But our idea is always a little bit like that, and I don't want to get it misunderstood, but they never played us. So as good as they are good, and we will see how it will work out. How Maka said, we expect a really tough game, but that means we have.
Yes, I'm looking at the Sparta Prague, obviously in the league. They've lost only one game. They played 23 games, sorry. They won 19, drawn 3, and lost one game. 55 goals, and 15 against them. They conceded. Goods, they got about 40%. And then they got 60 points. So Sparta Prague, it's not a bad team. They've only lost 1, and then you got Slavia Prague, Praha. Sorry, they've got similar actually. If you look at, they've lost only 1 game as well. So probably I don't know. It's kind of a strange league, you know what I mean? Because you're only losing 1 game, 23 games. got 60 points, you've got 56 points. So they're only 4 points clear of the second place, who have similar kind of, you know, wins and losses as well. So yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, it looks like they're going to win the league over there. But don't underestimate them, people. Don't underestimate Slavia Prague, man. Oh, sorry, Sparta Prague.
We expect from ourselves that we play a top game, and if we can do that, it's not a joy to play against us. So that's what we hope. But Sparta is obviously in a very good moment, and I think everybody who is with Sparta would say that exactly the same. Then Patrick and Vladimir are two absolute Liverpool legends. They love still being around. I have always time off when the Legends game is. That's international break. Then I'm not in the city, so we don't meet there a lot. But I know on tours and stuff like this that our legends, and the two are definite legends, are there as well. So we had some moments, and it's a joy to have them. And I think when they tell their stories about Liverpool, it's much more interesting when I tell their stories about Liverpool, because it was a bit earlier than I arrived there, but Liverpool is a pretty special club. And one of the best things about the club is they never forget their legends, and that's why they still feel home when they are there. And that's really cool. So, but I think the sporting director is a Dortmund legend. So Mr. Rosicki, if I'm right? Is he sporting right? Yeah. So look, a lot of connections here. But we are here not for meeting old friends. We are here to play a really good football game. Sorry for the long answer.
Got about 10 minutes, people. Don't go anywhere.
Otázka
Please get in the
zněla,
comments as well.
Řeknete nám, co jste se dozvěděl o Spartě a třeba z těch videí, co jste viděl, a jaký máte vztah s Vladimírem Šmicrem a Patrikem Bergerem, což jsou legendy Liverpoolu. Vy určitě o Spartě, Vladimírovi, Patrikovi víte mnohem víc. My jsme samozřejmě Spartu bedlivě sledovali v posledním týdnu, který pro ně byl taky obtížný. Hráli 2 zápasy proti Slavii, jednou vyhráli, jednou remizovali, což je aspoň udrželo s náskokem v tabulce. Samozřejmě pod novým trenérem se věci změnily, vyhráli opět ligu, mají sebevědomí, hrají ve velké intenzitě, ale zatím ještě nehráli proti nám, takže uvidíme. My očekáváme těžký zápas, ale právě proto hlavně od sebe očekáváme top výkon. Nicméně musím potvrdit, Sparta určitě zažívá dobré období. Co se týče Patrika s Vladimírem, jsou to samozřejmě klubové legendy, rádi se drží blízko Liverpoolu, ovšem když je zápas legend, tak já většinou bývám na dovolené, je to mezinárodní pauza, takže jsem pryč, tolik se s nimi nevídám, ale musím říct, že Liverpool je v tomto výjimečný klub, nezapomíná na své legendy, my tu nejsme.
Sorry, people. It's just taking too long. I wish I could understand the language, you know what I mean? But it's a bit too long.
Good news that Mo's travelled, so I just wonder what his general condition is at the moment.
Can you please translate the question?
I miss this guy. Miss him, man.
Yeah, Mo travelled. Mo Salah travelled with us. That's what he was asking, and what the idea is with him. So, yeah, he's with us. He trained 2 days. So, full of energy. We have to see. But it's so good that he's back. That's really good for us, and you can see in his face he's very happy. Very unlikely situation with that being that long out, in for a moment if you want at Brentford. Played an incredible game there and was out again. So that's how it is. We want to be careful. We have to be careful. But we're in the middle of a super intense period of the season. We need everybody, and now let's see how long we can use him and these kind of things. That's how it is with him, with others as well. Yeah, just good news.
Jak je na tom Mohamed Salah? Už trénuje, poslední 2 trénuje, s týmem je plný energie, ale uvidíme. My jsme rádi, že s námi sem přijel, odehrál už úžasné zápasy, ale my musíme teď dávat, jak na tom bude dál.
Jürgen, if Mo plays in the next 2 games, do you have any concerns about him being called up by Egypt during the international break?
No, that's us. nothing to do really. That's just will be decided on in different departments. So it's not, no, had nothing to do with that. But I think let's see how long he can play now. It's only, how I said, it's 2 days in team training. So in a different situation, players are not in the squad in this moment. So, but in our situation makes sense. What can we give him? How much can we use him? We will see that. And then 2 games with Egypt, but it's really not up to me or stuff like this. We are not really involved. So that's is discussed in other departments. Let me say it like that.
Pokud Mohamed Salah nastoupí v těch dalších 2 zápasech, myslíte si, že nebojíte se, že ho Egypt zase povolá do reprezentace? To se rozhoduje jinde, já tohle neovlivňuju. Uvidíme, kolik toho odehraje v našem týmu.
Now if we can.
Nezávisí na mě.
Apologies, we won't get through every question. There's a lot of hands, but we'll do the last couple now if we can. Sister gentleman.
Hello, Mr. Klopp. My name is Siri. I'm from the Czech website idnes.cz. I would like to ask you, or you spoke a little bit about Brian Priske, Sparta manager, and you met him a few years ago in the Champions League games against Midtjylland. So do you remember him somehow, and what do you remember about him and about the game? Thank you.
Yeah, we met when he was at Midtjylland. I think, if I remembered right, we had some arguments on the touchline about the style of play of the opponent. It was pretty rough. So you asked me, so I answered it. It's not something. It's like just I saw the Galatasaray game. That was obviously not a friendly game as well. So yeah, we are. It's knockout stages. We go for everything, and that everybody involved in this competition is very ambitious. I understand. We are as well. We are not here for a friendly game. Definitely not. It's not about that. But yeah, that's what I remember. Very well organized. Obviously, you see that here. I think they played a similar system, if I'm 100% right. But that's a few games ago. So it's much more important what do they play now, and my teams over the years developed a lot, different systems, different ways, different ideas. So just because you play somebody 3-4 years ago or whenever it was, doesn't mean you know him. So a bit of a strange idea. But he's doing an incredible job here, and obviously that's much more important.
4 minutes,
because,
people. Don't worry.
After 9 years becoming again Czech champion is really impressive, and then being again top of the table this year, and being in the cup final as well, if I'm right. Yeah, that was not yet. It's just the next round. It's not. Okay. Yeah, super impressive, and obviously there are some really good Danish coaches out there. It's a country where a lot of coaches are coming from, so they are not all the same. So. Knowing a coach from 2 games is not enough to say I know him very well. So,
that's true.
Vy už jste mluvil o trenéru Sparty Brianu Priskem. Setkal se, pokud se nemýlím, i teď je na čele tabulky. Asi nestačí k tomu, abyste
Sorry,
někoho
people,
poznal.
you know, I'm English, so I need to know what they're talking in English.
Good evening, Mr. Klopp. Nice to see you. And I have a question. Liverpool have a very difficult program in these weeks.
Thank you.
Yeah. You are first in the Premier League, and the next opponent is Manchester City. You are playing in FA Cup against Manchester United. And how important in this context is a game against Sparta Prague?
Wow.
You know, like the fixtures are coming thick and fast, people. I'd rather have it this way instead of like not having anything at all. You know, last season should be enough for people to understand how difficult it is watching Liverpool not playing, you know, in important games. So we need to learn from things like that. I'd rather have it like this. I know a lot of people are saying rest the players here, rest the players there. Players can get injured just walking off the plane. We already know that. We see that with Naby Keita before. So let's just get everyone fit as the season obviously goes to the next stage. There's 11 games to go in the Premier League. There's a few games obviously in the Europa League, and you got the FA Cup as well. So let's just see what we can do in every round, because we played the youngsters and we still performed. So any deficiencies, it's not a major thing for Liverpool. They can still cope, as we saw this season as well. So yeah, I'm happy with the season. There's no doubts or anything like that. We've been phenomenal this season, and if people can't see that, that's on you. I mean, just think about what we've done this season. People, as we go along, let me just tell you this. If you're watching from, obviously, Facebook, Twitch, and X, please come to the YouTube channel, subscribe, because I don't really stream on those platforms. If I do YouTube, I just stay with YouTube. So, just come to the YouTube channel and subscribe and help the channel out. I don't ask for much. Just hit the like and subscribe. That's all. It's free. Let's get back.
As a father, I know it's the only game we play tomorrow night, so that's the most important game we have. Yes, absolutely. Don't make any difference. We wouldn't have won the League Cup. We wouldn't be in I don't even know which round it is in the FA Cup, but the next round in the FA Cup, we wouldn't be still in the European League if we would prioritize a competition. We never did. Maybe it would be smart to do it. I just don't know how. I'm a bit dumb, so I don't know exactly how to do that. And we go in each game with all we have, and hopefully you will see that tomorrow night. That's the target.
Tonight, not tomorrow night. Tonight.
Liverpool má tento týden velice těžký program. Chce FA Cupu a v evropském zápasu dáváme všechno a hodláme to předvést i zítra večer.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. See you.
That's it, people. That's it. It's all done. As I say, thank you for watching. Oh, that was a long press conference, but it has to be done, innit? I've been doing this for a while, people. And I'm not gonna just stop if there's a press conference, especially with Jurgen Klopp as well. It's coming to the end of an era. You know what I mean? And I'm upset, but we've got to continue as a football club, as I always say. The football club outlasts everybody, and that's the truth. And that is the truth. Yeah, so that's the press conference. As you can see, a lot of players have come back from injury, like Szoboszlai, Salah, and Endo. Everybody knows their injuries. Salah is a hamstring. I think Szoboszlai is a hamstring, and Endo was a foot injury. So they're all back. I'm not expecting them to play full 90 minutes. If they're gonna come on, they might just play from the start, and 60 minutes they're gonna make a few changes. Even if we're losing the game by 1 or 2 goals, it's not the end of the world, because we'll take them to Anfield and win that game as well. But yeah, let me show you the head-to-head with the Sparta Prague. We didn't play that many games with them, I don't think. I think there's only a few games we played against them in the past, and you're not gonna see Sparta Prague have been dominating or anything like that. So let me get this right. Sorry, people. It's a lot of things to do in here. It's a lot of things to do. Let me just put it that way. It ain't easy doing streams, because I want to bring you guys the best content that I can. And if I have things I could share with you, I'll share with you. That's all I can do. So hang on, wrong one. Yeah, Sparta Prague, like I said, they've been defeated only once this season. The head-to-head with Liverpool is only 3 games. It's not a lot of games we played against them. Let me just give you that. Let me just put it on the screen right now. There you go. So if you look at head-to-head, let me just pick it up more. Come on. So head-to-head, Sparta Prague and Liverpool, they played each other not that many times, to be fair. There you go. So we played last time was 2011. We drew, I think, away, and we won at home, as you can see. So let me see what was the score. I think it was 1-0. Europa League as well. It looks like UEFA Europa League, or is it? My bad. Could be. I don't. Europa League. Yeah, there you go. It's not like we ever played Europa League before, people. We always gonna play in European competitions. Even when we go down from the Champions League, we're still gonna be in Europe because we're Liverpool Football Club. All right, all right. There you go, people. So you can see, like we faced them 2 times, and we drew the first game away in their ground, and then we won the second game. So there you go. That's the head-to-head between these 2 clubs. Now I'm gonna obviously do the tactics. Then I'll be back on Friday. I'm gonna do obviously the preview show for Manchester City. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, so you might be shocked about the starting lineup. It's not going to be something you all going to like, because, you know, some people saying, don't play the big guns because we've got Man City coming up, you know, like it's too soon for them to come back in the team, etc. But this is my starting lineup for the game. We need to give this guy games. You know, he needs to get some game time under his feet, because he hasn't played for a while. The last time we saw this guy was Salah, was the Brentford game. He played from, I don't know, man, I think about 70 minutes, something like that, maybe 60, 70 minutes. And he shouldn't have played that long, let's just be fair. But we needed him because Jota got injured. Darwin Núñez injured before, obviously he scored against Nottingham Forest in his game time as well. We need to basically get them ready for the Man City game. We're not asking for them to play the full half. Just they could be taken out in the second half, if you know what I mean. I don't care. We could do something like that. So yeah, and Endo, obviously, after the Brentford game, we haven't seen him since. Obviously, he came on against Nottingham Forest, but I'm talking about 90 minutes, so he has to play as well. Konate has been phenomenal this season. You know, I called him a bozo. Then I realized it wasn't really his fault. It was the players, his covering's fault. And he's not really a centre back that comes out of his comfort zone and it covers for those players. But ever since Bradley has been playing there, he has been phenomenal. Man of the match performances on a regular basis. He hasn't let us down, people. Like, Konate is just phenomenal. Young Kwanzaa hasn't let us down this season either. Let's just be realistic here. Kwanzaa has saved us a lot of money, people. Has saved us a lot of money. We were thinking, like, you know, we need a centre back, we need this, we need that. But if you look at Kwanzaa this season, hasn't made a mistake. Every single time he's come on, started or come on as a sub, hasn't let the team down. And, you know, the youth system at Liverpool, Bella Tutti Frutti. You can't really argue with that. And then you got Tsimikas come back from injury. Obviously, Robertson has been playing recently, but we need Tsimikas to start playing as well. Before his injury, obviously, he's been one of the best players on the pitch by far, in my opinion. Everybody wants Gomez to go back to the left-back position, but if you've got a left-footed player there that can cross the ball, especially, you know, when the left winger is a right-footed player that's going to cut in all the time, it's bonus for Liverpool Football Club. We could get more goals that way, if you know what I mean. So let's just give them that. You know what I mean? And you got Gakpo. Gakpo needs game time, people. You know the issue Gakpo is having, and everybody's having a go at him. He plays too many positions. He could play here, he could play there, he could play here, he could play there, he could play. You know what I mean? That's the disadvantage for him. If he stays in one position, that at least he could like get momentum and, you know, start playing on a regular basis, and he won't have issues improving in that position. But when you keep chopping and changing him in different positions, the man gets confused. Everybody will get confused. If you played football, you understand what I'm trying to say. You will get confused as well. So the downside for him, he can play in multiple positions for him, but it's good for the team. He could sacrifice playing a position for the team, and, you know, you can't really argue with that with Gakpo. I don't know where the criticism comes from. The guy's giving you your all, he's all sorry, and, you know, and more, and people are having a go at him. I really don't understand. If you're top of the league, if you're top of Europa League, if you already got a cup and you're going for another FA Cup as well, why are you arguing? Why are you having a go at players? I don't care. I'm not gonna look for deficiencies if we're winning. If you're winning, support the football club. Every fan should be supporting these players because they've done above and beyond this season. Above and beyond. And there's no doubt about that. You know what I mean? Every club in the Premier League will snap your hands off for being in the Liverpool position right now. So think about it, people, before you criticize players and all that stuff. Yes, man. Yeah, this is my starting lineup for the game. I hope, you know, something like that similar comes close to your mind. And let me just get to the chat before I go. Big up Cedric as always. Yes. Oh, sorry, I apologize for that, guys. Big up, Uncle Ross. Big up, man. Always, brother. Always. Yes. No, understand. I know. I saw it there. I didn't know. But I did. When I saw it there, I talked about the thing I was talking about when there was no sand as well. Hello, Blazer. Big up, Blazer. Big up. John Conway says 3 Sparta Fragnil, Liverpool 3. And Uncle says, I agree with you. Folks. Yeah, listen, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, you don't want players to come into the Man City game. They haven't played for weeks and weeks, you know what I mean? Otherwise, they're not going to perform to the highest of their ability, if you know what I mean? So if you could give them a game a few days before, and then rest them after that and just get them ready for the Man City game, at least their legs have tasted football pitches, people. So think about it that way. Yeah, I agree with you. Yes. Let me just get back. Yeah. So as you can see, the formation is 4-3-3. So 4-3-3 as always. Darwin is performing as a number 9 now. We can't really disagree with that. He has produced what we wanted him to produce as well. There's 21 people watching. Please, guys, like, hit the likes and hit the subscription button if you're new, and please get in the chat before I go as well. Salah. You know what I want Salah to play? Because, last game was Brentford game. He needs game time before the Man City game. So if he starts in this game tonight, at least, he will be he's like best against Man City. That's what I'm trying to say, people. Harvey Elliott, like this kid, not a lot of people fancy him as a player. But the thing with Harvey Elliott, when people talk about Harvey Elliott, they don't realize where the kid is coming from. He's a Liverpool fan, born Liverpool fan. Obviously, he's not a Scouser, but he's a born Liverpool fan. He's giving it 100%. He's playing with me as a coach point of view. From what I see of him, he's playing with emotions. You know what I mean? When you're playing with emotions, you don't really play with your quality. So this is with age. He's only 20 years old. So when he gets older, he'll realize I've been playing with too much emotions because I love the football club, and it took away a lot from the way I play. So this is the issues he's having at the moment, Harvey Elliott. So once he gets away from the emotion side, and this is where the coaches come in as well, I think his quality will shine through eventually. Get rid of the emotion side of football, because you're playing for the club you love, and you'll be supporting through and through, and then you'll be all right as a player. Just think about yourself as a player. And the quality you have. You pass the ball too much going back. Now go forward and try to do that through ball, through little gaps for the striker to run on and things like that, or balls over the top like McAllister did the other day. That's what he needs to start doing. This is why I keep telling people, Harvey Elliott is not a bad player. He's playing with emotions at the moment. Once he gets rid of that, it's younger age. Once he gets rid of that, he'll be fine. Just give the guy time, man. I've even have to I kept on saying maybe he's not good enough. At beginning I believed in him. Then I said maybe he's not good enough. Now I look at him when he plays. He's playing too much with emotions. You know what I mean? And not enough with quality. That's what he needs to do. Yeah, people, man. I've reached an hour. So yes, do me a favor. Like I said, hit the subscription button, notification button. We will be back on Friday with Man City fans, hopefully. I've been asking around. I've got one so far. I'm trying to get another one to help us out as well. So we could have that, banter and battle at the top and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like the old days. Yeah, I'm done, people. I'm done. Hopefully. I should be back on... I could be back tomorrow 2 o'clock. Just do the match rate, the ratings. I haven't done that for a while, have I? I used to be, loving that stuff. So I could be back at 2:30 tomorrow, and then back at 10 with the crew tomorrow as well. So yeah, just look out for that, people. Look at, if you hit the notification button, it will alert you every time I come on. So if you can do that for me, it will be greatly appreciated. And like I said, if you're on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, which is X now, come to the YouTube channel, hit that subscription button, hit that notification button, and hit that like button for all the videos that we put up. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for much, which is just all free. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow, maybe 2:30 or just 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? But I'll be back in some capacity tomorrow with the crew. So yeah, I'm done out here. See you. I'll see you. I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. I'm gonna. This comments. I forgot. John Conway says, "Great stream, positive. You never walk alone. Big up, bro. Big up. Listen, I don't even really promote things anymore, and people turn up, man. That's the most impressive thing in my opinion, brother. If it's 1 or 2 people, I'll still do it, man. I mean, I've been here since 2019. I'm not like new to this. I've been here for a while, people. Take care, yeah. Take care.